As with the city pages, the state pages, I'm going to highly encourage you to just duplicate these when you need to add a new state to the site. Let's just go ahead and click into one of these to see how it's set up. These are considerably simpler than the city pages since we don't really have a lot of content here. So really all there is a row here with a background image in it for the banner, for what shows up here, this large image that shows up here. So to update that, you can see there's not a lot. It doesn't look like anything. There's just this tiny little snippet of an image here in the corner. So we click on the edit button over here, not this big one here, but this one over here in the corner. And when this pops up, we come right here to design options, and then you would just swap out the image here. So this one needs to be fairly large. This one's at 1920 by 520. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but pretty much roughly these proportions so that it's gonna fill the space. It'll crop and stretch to fit. You are gonna want it to be right around 2000 pixels wide in order to fill large monitors and not start to look grainy. But that gets done right here in this top row. Again, it looks blank, but you can see the part of the image here. Just click that little pencil in the upper right. When you get the pop-up, come to design options, and then you would just delete this one and add your new image there. This obviously stays as is. That's what adds the this whole filtering system to the page with the state drop down, the city options if there are city options, and all of the classes that apply to that category all feed in via that code right here. The only other thing is this option right over here on the right hand side, the featured image. That applies to what shows up here on the home page. So it will automatically feed into the home page here with that image. Obviously that one's slightly different proportions. So if we click on that, we can see 724 by 483 pixels for that guy. So, you know, if you have something available, or if you've shot a picture, or you can get something that's public domain, you know, you can use something there. Otherwise, you can come to us and we can get something from stock for almost every city. And that is all of that there is to either editing these state pages or adding a new state page. The only other aspect to it is to get it to show up in the drop down here. This is again pretty simple. It's just another step. Over here, we're going to go to Appearance and Menus. So you can either get it through the drop down here, or once you click on Appearance, the sub-menu pops open here and then you can choose it. There are two menus here, so right now we're looking at the main menu, which is what goes across here. There's also the top menu, so if you need to update that at some point you can, but you just want to make sure that you're on the right one before you do it. To change it, you just choose from the new one, and it doesn't immediately update. You then have to hit Select to see that new menu. So what we want obviously for this instance is the main menu. We hit Select. There it is. Here's our locations with all of those down there. So we are going to come to States. There's all these options to choose from here. So we want States. And let's say we were finally ready to add, what is it, Georgia that's not? Oh, it's drafted. We can just re-add one of these as an example. So we can pretend Arizona is not here. We could add it to the menu. There's our new Arizona, and you can just drag these around to appear wherever you want. So there, we add it right below Arizona. Obviously, we don't want it there twice, but this is just an example of how it works. The indent shows that it's part of the drop-down. It's a sub-item of locations so that it would show up there. Let's just go ahead and see this happen. You hit update. And now we've got Arizona twice in the drop-down menu, which we obviously don't want. We'll go ahead and delete that real quick. Remove, save menu. And if we refresh, it is now gone again. So that is all there is to adding a new state to the site. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.